Welcome to this video. It is part of a series on development tourism. You can watch the series right on this channel. I remain Samuel Eremie. Today we shall look at the universal warmth of rural people. In the course of Fred's journeys to so many countries and continents, there was one factor that distinguished rural people from the urban people, and that is the warmth and open spirit that they show to visitors. Fred, in Adventures in Development Tourism, had very mind-boggling but pleasant experiences with rural people. Unlike urban people, they hardly discriminate. They receive visitors with open arms. They lay out everything, the finest that they even have, to welcome visitors. Fred could recall cases when he visited very remote villages where all they had was rice, which they grew in the swamps, and fish, which they also caught from the same swamps. And in such an environment where there is no restaurant, no place to buy food, you'll find that these people welcomed Fred with the little they had. And what was it? They steamed the rice which they cultivated, and then they boiled the fish. They did not even have anything to add to the fish, but they put a drop of oil, and that saved Fred on a trip to this particular location. Fred, in Adventures in Development Tourism, has also had encounters with rural people who have welcomed him even out of their poverty. These are people who really appreciate that for a development business partner to leave the comforts of his home to where they are, usually in very remote places, that they needed to appreciate such a visitor. And they have always, with an open mind, laid out everything that they had to welcome such visitors. The environment may not be as clean, but that's the environment in which they live. And it is very important that a development tourist should also learn to appreciate this warmth that comes from the rural people. There are instances Fred had of meeting widows with so many children who had nothing to eat. But the visit to the village brought about some technology improvements which raised the production of these widows or introduced them to other crafts from which they could earn income. And the appreciation showed by these people that they could have another meal in an environment where there was little or nothing to feed themselves and their families is something that a development visitor like Fred will never forget in all his life. The same applies even to the rulers, to the traditional authorities in such rural areas. They welcome visitors with such appreciation. This is not what you will find in an urban area where there is so much suspicion of one another. People will wonder which country you come from or which tribe you come from, and whether you are there to help them or to do away with them or do something evil to them. So this is quite unique, and I will encourage anybody who is traveling, even if you are traveling for leisure and not for business, to make an attempt as much as you can to visit the rural areas, because this is where the real humanity dwells, unlike what you may find in an urban area. We thank you for staying with us on this video, and we look forward to welcoming you on another video on development tourism. Thank you very much.